Hi everyone. Good evening. My name is Raghavendra, and I'm from Electrical and Electronics Engineering Department. Um, but given AAT topic is how learning skills are actually valuable. Learning skills. Before I enter into the topic, I want to say that learning skills are very much needed. Like without learning anything, nothing can be done. Learning is very much essential for everyone in this era actually, because without learning skill nothing is possible. uh, while entering into the topic, my agenda is giving some introduction and saying what is learning skills and types of learning skills, how learning skills are made effective, some tips, and I would conclude the topic when I get into the introduction. Introduction is learning is not an ordinary task. It's a good skill. Human learning may occur as a part of education, schooling, etc. It may be goal oriented or may be aided by motivation. These skills are very much valuable and are must required skills. Now, learning may be viewed as a process rather than a collection of factual and procedural knowledge. Uh, it is clearly said that learning is not an ordinary task. It's like something that requires some attention knowledge and some good listening skills actually, and learning skill is a very good skill. Human learning may occur as a part of education, schooling, and etc. It says that learning human skills, like learning skills most I would say that why, the reason of going to school or college is to learn, right? And that's the point mentioned here. Like when we actually go to school just to learn something, just to learn things well and good, right? um, uh, I am in AAA, that the reason is I want to learn and do things in my core domain, what are electrical engineering is and what electronical engineering is, and that's what I want to learn. That's the reason why I'm here, and and that's what I'm doing. And when coming to the next point, the learning skill may be goal orientated and may be aided by motivation. It is sometimes goal orientated, like we would have some set of goals for doing this and being motivated by someone or something to learn something. It's actually like skills. These skills are very much valuable and are very much highly required skills. Without learning skills, nothing is possible. We need to learn, and even perform any task, we have to learn anything. We have to learn that task to do. Learnings may be viewed as a process rather than a collection of factual and procedural knowledge. It's not a set of knowledge kind of thing. It's actually a process that should be done. What is learning skill? Learning is acquiring new knowledge, behavior, skills, values, or preferences. Human learning may occur as a part of education or personality development. Learning is acquiring new knowledge, like gaining some knowledge from someone's teachings or etc. Not only knowledge, behavior and skills. Skills mean like every skill, like maybe any skill, not any skill, or even values, human values, ethics, everything should be learned, right? We learn our manners and behavior right from our childhood, from our parents, and education in our schools, and skills in even skills also from our schools or online, etc. Some person and behavior we also imitate from our parents and etc, etc. Or preferences. Human learning may occur as a part of education or personality development. Yes, human learnings are actually occur from a part of education. Our whatever knowledge we have is actually from the part of our education. I'm speaking my language. The reason is a part of my education and also the personality development. Okay. Now the types of learning skills. Learning skills are observational learning, e-learning, meaningful learning, active learning, formal learning, and informal learning, and dialogue learning. effective 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 learning. Effective learnings are memory improvement basics, keeping learning new things, and learning in multiple ways. Teaching what you have learned from another person, utilize previous learnings to promote new learning, gain practical experience. Observational learning, the types of learning skills are observational learning, e-learning, meaningful learning, active learning, formal learning, informal learning, and dialogue learning. Observational learning, the learning process must the learning process most characteristic of human is imitation. One person one person observational learning. Observational learning, the learning process most characteristic of human imitation. Once person repetition of observed behavior. Individuals initially learn a behavior by observing another individual performing the perform that behavior and then serve as as model from which the individuals learn that behavior. Like observational learning actually means imitating someone, mostly observing the other human what they are doing and doing the same. uh, individuals initially learn a behavior by observing another individual perform that behavior and then serve as a model for which other individuals learn behavior. Another type of learning is e-learning. E-learning is very much been popular in this pandemic era. E-learning in simpler terms only mean uh, co- like learning which are made through online videos, like which education done via Google Meets and Zoom Meets, etc. That's what e-learning is. E-learning is general term used to refer to computer enhanced learning. A specific and always more diffused e-learning is mobile learning, which uses different mobile telecommunication equipment such as cellular phones. Yeah, in e-learning, the most important key role was played by the technologies mobile phones, computers, and laptops, etc. Everything. Like these apps are very much helpful for the e-learning process, like Zoom, say Google Meets. Now, the person is teaching from your home, and listeners are listening and learning things right from their own place. That's what e-learning concept is. Next is meaningful learning. Meaningful learning is a concept that learned knowledge is fully understood to the extent that it relates to other knowledge. To this end, meaningful contracts with rote learning in which information is acquired without regard to understanding. Meaningful learning, on other hand, implies there is a comprehensive knowledge of the context of the facts learned. That meaningful learning is a concept that learned knowledge is fully understood to the extent that relates to other knowledge. Actually, what meaningful learning is means like learning the having the knowledge and understanding it to the full level. Uh, Active learning, and the other type of learning is active learning. Active learning occurs when a person takes control of their learning experience, like when the person actually not only just having the knowledge but also having the control of what they have learned. Since understanding information is a key aspect of learning, it is important for the listeners to recognize what they understood and what they do. From this, I just want to conclude that learning is the most valuable skill. The uh, is the most active skill of an habitual, and the learning skill is the most valuable skill. It may be occur as a result of habituation or classical conditioning seen in many animal species, or as a result of more complex activities such as play seen in relatively intelligent animals. There is an evidence for human behavior learning permanently. Like I want to conclude that learning skill is very much useful skill, and it should be learned by everyone, and that school skill must be should be there by everyone. Before I conclude my topic, I would give some tips for effective learning. Now, one of the best tip is keep learning new things. Learning new things would help us to get more and more skills. Memorizing the memory improvement basics, like memorizing the things what you have learned and learning things in multiple ways, like mm, having good, like uh, getting knowledge in multiple ways. Teach what we have learned from another person, and not just hearing from our teachers, we should also teach the things which we have been taught, utilize our previous knowledge to promote new learning. With our knowledge what we have gained, we need to help others and gain practical knowledge as much as possible. We have to gain as much as practical knowledge as much as much as required, because practical knowledge is something that must be done by everyone. Understanding how you can learn the best, you need to understand how things are being done best. With this, I just want to conclude my presentation. I hope it's I have given my best, and thank you to everyone. My name is Raghavendra, and I'm from Triple. Thank you.